What's going on there, guys? We back with another one, and today we got to talk about Trae Young and him feeling like he's been snubbed from Team USA to represent them in the Fiba World Cup. Now, Trae Young, he's had a lot of success early in his career. Last couple years, he hasn't quite reached that peak where they took Giannis and the Bucks 6 games in their championship year. There's been other guards that have rose during that time to prominence. Jalen Brunson has gotten a bigger opportunity with the New York Knicks to show that he's on that level and beyond Trae Young, in my opinion, as far as a player. And Tyrese Halliburton has really got to go on to spread his wings from Sacramento. And he feels like he should occupy one of those point guard spots for Team USA. He spoke with Gilbert Arenas about it. And, Gilbert Arenas has some things to say. Let's check out what he had to say first.
I would love to play with guys and show off my passing even more and not have to go out and score a lot and just be there if they need me to. So, I'd be happy to, obviously. I'd love to play, but I respect the OGs and understand you got to take your turn, but I believe I should be on there.
Hey, Gil, you can't call Coach K, so you can't put.
You see that list, man, they got, man, oh, sorry-ass group. Like, I'm sorry. Listen, I'm happy for the people who make it, right? It's cool. Like, it's cool for some of the guys who got there that I don't know, right? Some of them probably don't even start on their team. I don't know. I don't want to look at it. Because it's embarrassing sometimes where, like, you have star players who's really stars that do want to participate, and you just automatically just say, yeah, he's not going to fit our style. How the fuck you know if he's going to fit the style or not? You didn't get a man a chance. Or you don't even give a, like, there's a reason there's a tryout. Invite us all and let us show you that we can adapt. We didn't get to this level because we didn't adapt. We adapted very well. So don't judge me how I'm playing on my team. Right, my team, this is how I'm playing. Let me show you what I can do around other players. Just give me the shot, but it should be so crooked. It's that sorry-ass other brand. You know that other brand.
The other man is...
It's that other brand, man. They be doing too motherfucking much.
So after that, a little time later, you got LaVelle Moulton commenting on something, talking about the teams, and you got Trae Young quoting his tweet, and having something to say about it. LaVelle said, different game in Europe. Normally, small guards don't fare well. What's been successful are bigger guards who can defend and guard multiple positions. Brunson, Tyrese, Cade, all has experience, which is super important. I assisted with the 2015 team, and Brunson is the reason we won gold. They allow European teams to beat you up physically. And Trae went under LaVelle's post and he said, you said small guards don't fare well. Then went on to bring up JB was the reason y'all won. And he was got the pondering face and laughing, like covering his face, saying, you double talking. And what I will say is, right, Trae Young is one that's had several good years, and you wouldn't have been surprised to see his name on this roster. Let's be clear on that, right? He could have definitely made the roster. I think when you look at Jalen Brunson in the season he just had, there was no way he was going to be able to be left off of the team. Look at Tyrese Halliburton, all-star, led the league in assists, had a really big year, for Indiana, and they liked him, bringing him in, on the team. And so he did his thing. You would have to think Ja Morant would 1,000% be there if he wouldn't have went through everything he went through recently. You got to look at De'Aaron Fox as well. These are all guys who could have made the team over Trae Young, no questions asked. So Gilbert Arenas brings up the Nike thing. There are politics when it comes to these shoe companies and who gets what sometimes. Not knocking that. But I think he went a step too far when he called it a sorry list. That's just one of those things you say when a person's in your presence that you are biased towards, you just diminish everybody else. And I don't think that's right. You can't say that and then say, but congratulations to the guys that made the team, because it's a backhanded compliment. They achieved that, and I don't think it's a trash group of players. I think we got some really good young players representing the U.S. team this year. Now they lost to the select team, but like I said before, a lot of those guys are the same age. They the same age bracket. Cade and Anthony Edwards are literally about the same age. They were in high school. They were Americans, all Americans around the same time. You know, so it's not like this big age gap. This isn't like Jordan and the Dream Team playing against the college players. You know, it's not that much of an experience difference across the board like that. So I think he shouldn't have diminished the players like that. Jalen Brunson absolutely has to be on there. You see Steve Kerr's talking about him so much that he may actually make the senior team next year because Jalen Brunson is a leader. You know, playing under Jay Wright, you get certain things instilled in you as a leader. If you look at him, Mikal Bridges, you look at Josh Hart, you look just, and I ain't saying all these players are equal level players. I'm saying that they bring a certain toughness to the team right away. You look at Philadelphia, they traded Mikal Bridges away on draft night. It absolutely insane. But, you know, Trae, getting back on the subject, I think Trae is getting wrongfully accused a little bit at this point, though. We're seeing rumors come out from Tim McMahon on ESPN about Trae Young saying he didn't make a great case for himself during his previous time with the Team USA program. They said they heard at one point, you know, a question was presented to Trae Young, something along the lines, are you ever going to go over a bleeping screen as far as his defense? And we know that's been an Achilles heel of Trae Young game. You know, we can't act like we haven't heard that. But, you know, one thing I don't like is narratives coming out when someone speaks out. What I will say is Trae is speaking out, so he does open himself up to some of this. They go digging for this type of stuff when this happens. But I think what Gilbert Arenas said is actually stronger than what Trae said. Trae is just being a competitor, in my opinion. He wants to represent the team. He feels like he's amongst those elite guards in the NBA. And, you know, a lot of his peers feel like he is up there. But Brunson, I wouldn't say he's a great defender or anything like that. He can be exposed defensively at times, but I think the effort is there with Brunson. You know, you don't feel like he's giving up on plays. You feel like when he's beat is because he physically can't do what it requires with the players that's in front of him or the defensive assignment that's in front of him. Trae, sometimes you feel like maximum effort isn't given, and I think that's what this speaks to. Just by watching it, it's just an observation. You feel like Halliburton should be able to guard his man. Fox. Ja doesn't give the effort that I would like to see for someone with his athleticism. But, you know, he's able to make some very good defensive plays. Like, he can make some blocks and he can get some steals that are, you know, that it takes his peak level athleticism to get, but he doesn't put it together on every possession defensively. Now, it's going to be interesting to see how Trae responds, because what you can do when you feel like you've been slighted in this way is you can go get in the lab while they competing, using this as fuel to come back stronger than ever. And that's what he'll have a chance to do. That's what you always got a chance to do. If you didn't make it, you know, if you ain't make a FIBA team, you could be focused on the Hawks, what you going to do with your group next year. You know, what you and DeJounte Murray going to be able to do together next year. Don't worry about this too long, in my opinion. But that's all I got to say on this. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time. Peace.